I attended the Florida Hunt 8, my second year in a row. I loved it. I had a great time there, folks. It was held at the Soldiers Freedom Outdoors Camp, and it was just a perfect place to have it. People from all over the United States attended this event. A lot of metal detecting companies were there as well, the vendors, and it was just a great time meeting people, the fellowship that we had. They had a great seated hunt as well. I mean, it was huge with tokens and prizes given away. And it was the perfect weather. You know, it wasn't too hot and it wasn't too cold. So everybody just had a blast going there. It was close to 1,000 acres, and they had even added in 200 acres that was new this year, which is where I went. And I had my plans to search that. Figured it'd be pretty good, as you'll find out here shortly. We took a ride out there on a little trailer that had some hay. It seemed like it took forever and took longer to get back, but check it out. We got the first group here heading out, Florida Hunt 8. Yay! Folks, starting off, I'm already losing my voice. It's a little cold out, but just getting started. Right behind me is Jamie. We kind of got into a different area. It's supposed to be an old homestead on either side of us, so we are out here so far. I'm telling you, it's about 2 miles from base camp. So wish us luck, and we'll see you on that first dig. That's a good sign. See a little bit of glass right out here in the middle of nowhere. Got a little fancy on it. So Jamie just got the first, I guess, a real fine. Neither one of us really know what it is. It looks like a fence, or...
Yeah, it looks like maybe an iron piece, decorative piece from a gate or a fence.
Yeah.
So it could be a sign that we're near an old home site.
Good deal. First cool find.
Yeah, we'll keep looking.
On the board, baby. My first target. Yep, it's a little mini ball. That's old. You can see the patina. And Jamie's got something coming up to me. Let's see what he found. Let me get up here, folks. Got to be careful with all the briars and stuff. Oh my goodness.
This is like a mason jar lid.
Yeah.
And it had a lot of dirt on this side, but it looks like
the
ceramic piece is mostly intact.
Congratulations. So this is maybe a little area we need to concentrate on.
Yeah, we should probably try here a little more.
Okay.
Sounds good. And
awesome.
At least there's some room to swing.
Yeah. Oh no, it's, yeah. Guys, this is some tough swinging in here, let me tell you. Mistake number one, I should have had the little sharpshooter coil. Could navigate a little better, but that's okay. Here we go. Jamie's killing it, man. Another one.
Another one. This one is a ball jar. It has a ball, word ball written there, but it doesn't have a ceramic insert on this side, I don't think. I'll have to clean it up more.
So guys, from what we know, this was a homestead. There was a house in here somewhere. It's been planted over once with pine trees, harvested, and now there's another row. But you just got to find that sweet spot. And that's what we're looking for. And got something round in the hole, guys. Maybe an old lid. Yep, it's an old milk jar lid. And a piece of glass in the hole. First high tone, 34, 32. Getting a 30 right there. Let's check it out. Just dug an old mason jar lid. That's a pottery, so it's probably mason jar lids that we keep seeing. But got it all cleaned up. Ended up being a Presto jar lid from 1928. This is what it would have looked like new. Briar City. We're digging it, baby. Guys, I just worked my guts out. There's all kind of little pieces of glass, iron. Then I got this, whatever this is. It's heavy. I don't know. Let me clean it up.
There you go. Wow, look at that. That is
dude, that's something with a horse or something, or a buggy.
Wow.
Wouldn't you think? Or
Yeah, that's like something with a horse or buggy for sure. And we'll have to figure a way to carry that back or get it on the wagon.
I'm gonna put it out here on the road.
That is really cool. Wow, we're on a good spot, I think.
Yeah, baby, I win the award for the biggest hunk of junk.
That may be the most one of the most historical pieces too.
Well, you know, there's glass that was mixed in with it too, so.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, man.
Yeah.
Well, it ended up being a wood-drawn horse buckboard wagon spring set. Well, that's a mouthful. It's a spring at the bottom of the seat on a horse wagon. Golly, man, I just imagine back in the day, you know, that horse and wagon being pulled through those woods. It's crazy fine.
What do you got? Jamie's got something else here.
Not sure what that is.
A pin back or a watch pocket.
Oh yeah.
Back of a pocket watch.
That's about the right size for that, isn't it? Oh, cool. Maybe that'll clean up and I can tell more. Cool.
J-Man later found other parts that are highlighted in yellow to that watch. Awesome.
All right, guys, got a head stamp here. Last year we got some really old ones. I'll take it. Getting a nice 20 repeatable. See what we got. Just a bent nail, so there's structure or something in here. Just another head stamp.
This is one of many times about felt.
This makes me wonder because
Well, you get going to your own stuff.
this makes me wonder because look at the head on it. It's kind of rectangular.
Yeah. We're in a good area. I just found a bent nail that was yanked out of some wood, so there's something right here. Another head stamp.
Guys, we come out onto the road, heard some noises, and we met up with Butch Holkeby there on the far right. He is the publisher of American Digger magazine. Next to him on the left is Justin McGee. And then you got Jamie Herzog and myself. We had a blast just telling some stories, taking a break. Butch is one funny dude.
All right, guys, so Jamie found us a little earlier. We weren't real sure, but then tell us what we just found out.
Well, it's kind of humbling in a way because at first I dug this up and I'm thinking, okay, I got something kind of dangerous, like a tent stake, old-fashioned, and that's not what it was at all. We just happened to run into Mr. Butch Holcomb on the road coming in, and he told me he thinks this is a bayonet that dates back to the pre-Civil War.
Yeah.
So I'm treating it really carefully. It's already poked through my pouch once, but I'm going to get it back one way or another. Pretty sharp at this end.
Getting a 19, a 20, just after lunch. Has been great, but it had been terrible. Jamie found that bayonet. I'm just waiting for the big one. Let's see what we got here. Probably a shotgun right on the side of the hole. What was that? There it is, right there. Yeah. That's an old one. That's cool, whatever that is. Hey, so Butch has finally ID'd this for me. What is it?
I'm gonna let everybody guess at it. You guys got any ideas? Well, I tell you what, if you'll Google single tree, S-I-N-G-L-E-T-R-E-E,
Yeah.
This went on either end of a pole. Use my hand as the pole.
Okay.
And that went to a horse, and there were chains coming off this, and they could drag plows, they could drag logging equipment, all sorts of stuff.
So it's got some age to it.
So it's got some age to it. They still actually have them, but this one looks like it's probably late 1800s or so. They've been around forever.
Awesome. Well, thanks for that,
Yeah,
man.
absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Thank
Awesome,
you.
brother. Guys, I think I got me a token of some sort, just based on the shape. I'm gonna be careful with it because they get brittle. But I see there's some writing on it right there. Could be maybe a dog tag, but I don't think so. I think it's a token. Cool, fine. I'll clean it up and get back with you.
Well, with a little elbow grease, I got it cleaned up, and it ended up saying Hudnut. That's right. That would be Richard Hudnut from the early 1900s. He had a cosmetic line out, very, very popular. And he also had these little octagon shape cases. And I believe this was on the inside of one of those cases.
Some type of little button like this right here in the thicket. Look. Right next to this tree. Found this little strange thing. It's crazy.
What you're going to see next is one crazy find. Stand by.
Guys, I found it and oh, there it is. I dropped it back in a hole. I was so excited. Jamie, you got to see this, brother. I found it, got it out, and I dropped it back in a hole. It's a ring.
Got a ring?
Dude, a ring right by this little pine tree. I thought it was a pull tab right here. Please be a ring. Dude, look at that.
Whoa. All right.
That is crazy.
Wow. Way to go, man. It's been a great hunt for both of us.
Oh, this thing has got to be old, out in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, yeah. Another one?
Something else is in the hole.
No way.
It could be. It's got a hole in the center, so it looks like. Yeah, it looks like a little, maybe a vintage spinner toy thing. If this goes off again, let's stick it there.
Yeah.
So guys, right in the same hole as that ring, I find this, which I have no idea what it is. It's got a hole in the top.
Well, I'm coming over.
Little button, guys, look at that. All right, Jamie's with me. I was calling out to Jamie. I found a little brass button right over here, right here. And then I walked a few feet and I dug right where my detector is by this pine tree. Guys, found a sterling silver vintage ring from who knows how old, but how in the world did he get out here in the middle of nowhere? Who knows? But there's a couple other items I found in the hole as well, so Jamie and I are gonna hit this harvest. Cool find, I'm excited. I got my energy back. All is good.
Guys, let me explain to you what happened. I was so pumped up. This is towards the end of the day. I'm getting tired, I gotta tell you that. I was just telling Jamie that I didn't know how much gas I still had in me. When I scooped out the sand in my hand and I was checking it with a pinpointer, it knocked out the ring. Now, as it fell out of my hand, all I could see was something falling, and it looked like a pull tab. And I'm thinking, what in the world is a pull tab doing out here in the middle of nowhere? Also, I want you to understand that time slowed down. They say when people have a near-death experience or something, exciting or crazy happens, that time slows down. Well, I can vividly remember seeing that fall and go back into the hole, and I'm thinking it's a pull tab. I look down there and I see what looks like a stone on a ring. And that's when I yelled out to Jamie back. Now I just got back from the, I haven't cleaned it yet, but I got back from the jeweler. He's dating it around 1940 and it's cut glass. So I'm going to clean this thing up. Sterling silver, cut glass, 1940s. It's a one in a million. It truly is a needle in a haystack. I was so excited. I'm so thankful that I found it. The funny part of this story is that I ran out after I got a couple nails, I think a button and a snap button in a hole. I got all these and I ran out to the road, and Butch was still out there metal detecting. He was going up and down the road. And I showed him and we're talking about it. Well, Jamie went over and hit the hole, and I missed a wheat penny. Now, I don't know the date on it. It was so corroded. I hadn't heard back from Jamie, but he found a wheat penny in the same hole. So we'll have to get a date on that, or see if you got a date on it, because it could tie in with this as well. That's my story. An amazing find. I love it. It's not of any great value, but it's the memories that you make when you're metal detecting, and I just wouldn't trade this for anything in the world. Well, folks, it's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed it. Florida Hunt 8's in the can. You know what? I had a great time. Jamie was awesome once again to go metal detecting with. And if you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting the like button, subscribing, and I hope you enjoyed it. I sure did.